Hey guys, Travis here on day 3 of MLG Dallas 2013 with Dyrus of Team Solo Mid. Just a couple of questions after your impressive victory against Complexity earlier today, and I felt like you performed especially well in that game. Do you sort of agree? Do you think that you did really well against Complexity yourself?
I think I did okay. There's still room for improvement. I think the reason why it looked like I did so well was because we were doing good, and then they got a 3-for-0, and then I'm like, okay guys, I got double Nick Wu CS. We can still do this. Now, I think the reason why he had such low CS because he thought that Jarvan was still in the brush probably. So I pretended like Jarvan was there, and he missed a lot more CS than he should have, and I knew he didn't have a ward, so he was probably like expecting a gank. But what we did was we ganked them the first time, even though it was kind of shady because when we ganked them the first time, I was like, this is not going to do anything. Just hit the tower a little bit, so when bot lane comes to bot lane, then they can take the tower easier. So we didn't get much off the gank, but what it did was it applied pressures to not Nick Wu in game, but to his mentality, and that just came on top for us. It wasn't really me playing really well. It was more of, if the enemy makes mistakes, I'm just gonna do what I need to do.
So overall that game, not just yourself, but as a team, like, what do you guys think you managed to pull it out? Was the fact that you had double CS a big reason, or is it just like you guys outplayed them?
With our team comp, we got what we wanted, and we actually had a plan for them, but then we just decided to play standard, something that we probably could get away with for most of the games. But that game, the double CS played a huge part because the first Dragon fight was really crucial, and that's where the snowball started. Since Nick Wu was a little bit behind, he wasn't able to finish off. Like, there's so many people that got away low, and I assume if he had that little bit of farm, it could have helped a lot. But that isn't the main reason why they lost. They actually got 3-0. They got 3 kills for 0 before that, and we just gritted our teeth and just like, okay, we have a better team fight, and their late game is better. So we're gonna try and force objectives and get what we can. The other reason why their late game was better is because we almost threw at the end of the game where we didn't pay attention to Kha'Zix, and Ana got sniped, and it got really scary from there. And we were actually not sure if we could take it, but they let us get Baron, so it was okay. But with the comp that we had, we also can't mess up, so it's really scary in that kind of sense also.
So Curse is was a bit of an issue for you guys yesterday. What sort of happened there? I mean, you don't need to go into too much detail, but was it just sort of like they outpicked you guys, or did it just sort of start to snowball in their favor really early and you couldn't come back? What happened there?
Not giving any discredit to Curse, but in that game we outplayed ourselves. We have a deck-chromatic system of calling, so Reggie did not make that call. We kind of just like, okay, we have Dragon Pressure. Oh, Void Boy's freezing top, but he does have teleport, so we need to all run to Dragon and do it. But as we ran to it, Auden was like, I have 40 on Smite when he was at double golems, and the instant reaction should have been like, okay, I'm gonna go back top, or okay, let's just push down a tower instead. But with our team comp was perfectly fine. It's just that we just needed to hit 6 and then fight for it. It's kind of opposite of what we did to Marn, where we had a strong 6, and then we didn't fight for Dragon at all, and they just got it, and we didn't even know. This time was the opposite. We did it too early, and we kind of just like hurt ourselves with the Dragon.
So we've got KT Rolster B versus Gambit tonight. They obviously did a pretty good job of dispatching the North American teams they played against the past 2 days. Do you have any predictions for who's going to win that match?
It's really, really rough. If we go off of recent results, if KT Rolster B is really the best in Korea, if Gambit Gaming didn't prepare properly, like they did win before Azubu. Not Azuba, I'm sorry, at Kiev, what was it?
One of the IMs,
right, they lost against Frost and Blaze there. Do you remember their name?
I remember. Well, I mean, they even had issues at obviously playoffs last October. So.
No, I mean like the name of Frost and Blaze. Like
CJ Antis.
CJ Antis. All right. CJ Antis. They took first and second, and Gambit Gaming fell short. So Gambit's probably looking to bring it back to Europe. So right now, I think the favor is in Korea's side right now. So that would be my prediction for now. But regardless, I think it's going to be a really good match, and that we all need to learn from it and watch.
So, sort of wrapping up the interview, do you have any shout-outs or plugs you want to make?
I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, Qualcomm Snapdragon Processor, Corsair, Astro, Asus, Origin PC, Ventrilo, Gunner, and Kingston. Thank you.
Well, hey, I really appreciate the interview. Thank you so much. Really enjoyed the games today. For everyone, this is Travis on MLG Dallas, Day 3, 2013. You can check out the rest of our coverage at GameSpot.com/esports. There we go.